Hey, what's up guys? Devin here with Backcountry Exposure. Today I want to talk about these 4 tiny yet powerful everyday carry flashlights, but primarily focus on this light, which I've been carrying mostly for the past several weeks at this point. This is the Fenix E18R, which I more or less want to compare the closest to the Olight S1R Baton. This is the Baton 1, and we'll talk about the Baton 2, which I don't currently own. But something that's always kind of like baffled me is how a flashlight can be so tiny yet have such amazing power come out of it. So you're looking at a flashlight that is basically about the size of a AA battery, really, but this has 750 lumens of output on it. Various modes on it. You've got the ability to push and hold and that will turn it on. You've got a low mode that is 5 lumens, and then click again, a medium mode at 30 lumens, high at 150, and then it jumps up to a turbo at 750. If I push and hold, then it's going to turn on a strobe, and that's basically the functions that you get out of the Fenix E18R. Really cool rechargeable flashlight that runs off of a 16340 battery. So we'll pull that out. 700 milliamp 16340, which is the size of a CR123 battery, which is what the S1R Baton runs off of. But what I'm getting at is a lot of really good output out of such a tiny platform and form factor. On the Fenix 18R, the E18R, you've got a battery indicator, you've got a single side switch function, which is in this kind of scenario, it works for what it is, but I do prefer, like what you've got here out of the Fenix PD25, a tail switch that makes that kind of activation a lot easier for me. That's what I prefer. But 550 lumens out of this light versus 750, 900, and the S1R Baton 2 puts out 1000 lumens. You do have a magnetic tail cap on this one, as well as a magnetic tail cap on the S1R from Olight. Even this, the ThruNite T10-2, has a magnetic tail cap, but it uses a lower power battery that is a AA battery size battery in there that is rechargeable. But I think what I want to really focus on with these different lights is that not every light is really going to function the same. The things that I like about the PD25 are different from the things that I like about the Fenix E18R, as well as the S1R Baton. What I do really like about this Fenix, though, is they've taken a lot of really cool aspects of how to make it just a great functional everyday carry light. So here on the lens, you've got a really small, shallow lens that puts out a good wide beam, and it's a good clear lens as well. That's something that I don't like as much on the Olight. You've got a pretty deep lens, and it's a plastic type of material. One of the downsides though is they do get really hot, and they step down in their output after a period of time. The S1R Baton does it more so than the Fenix does. This will stay at that 750 lumens for a good amount of time in its output, so I do enjoy that aspect of it. One of the things that I don't like about the Fenix compared to the PD25 from Fenix is this is a little bit larger form factor, and so it sits deeper in my pocket, and I like to carry my knife and my flashlight together in the same side. And what I notice is when I pull my knife out, it's really easy for the knife edges to catch onto the bottom of the E18R, and then it pulls out, and it just doesn't feel as secure in the pocket as much as the PD25 does. So that is one thing that I like about it. Not something that necessarily can be changed, it's just the way that I particularly carry my everyday carry lights. It's the same negative comment that I have about the S1R Baton. I just wish they were a little bit longer, but I understand that you want a super tiny little type of flashlight. The benefit as well for these is they actually work well in an outdoor backpacking, hiking, prepper kind of scenario where if space is an important thing, carrying a big flashlight like a PD25 or an EC35, a PD35, they're like a full 18650 size battery light that are like 3 times the size of this. They're heavier, they take up more space. This has a total weight of 1.17 ounces, so it's super lightweight. And to have that kind of output, it will run at 750 lumens for 45 minutes. It will run all of those other lumen outputs, the low, medium, high, for longer periods of time. So you've got the ability to run this light for a long time. One of the things that I don't necessarily like, and I'll complain about this with every kind of light that has a proprietary type of charging system, I just want a micro USB, that's all I want. But you've got this magnetic side here that has a pretty cool click-on type of magnetic charger. However, I want the ability to be able to charge any type of device off of the same type of cord. I don't want to have to carry 6 different cords to be able to charge my flashlight, my headlamp, my phone, all those kinds of things. I just want to be able to plug it in and use a micro USB, which is something that I really appreciate on this battery, which happens to be a Fenix battery, and it's a 16340. But I've got a USB input right there, where here on this particular Fenix battery, which is the same size, it's the same output, it's the same volts and everything, but it does not have that USB piece on it for me to be able to charge and use the similar kind of charging cable, that micro USB, for all of my charging systems. Everyday carry flashlights, super tiny, they're awesome, and I really enjoy having these types of lights at the ready in various different parts of my everyday life. I have them at work, I have them in my pocket, I have it in the car, and they're nice to be able to have for all of those types of different situations: hiking, backpacking, outdoor use, working on the car, looking under the bed for things, into the storage closets, all of that kind of stuff. So Fenix E18R, super cool. These other flashlights complement in different ways. They've got different aspects to them that make them really great. 1000 lumens, 750 lumens, 550 lumens, and 550 lumens here as well. So it really just depends on what your needs are, what you want to have for a light, and there's some options for you. So links down in the description to be able to check those out. Thanks for watching, guys. Have an awesome day. We'll catch you in the next video.